Hello, I'm Amanda Tickel, Head of Tax and Trade Policy at Deloitte. In this video, I'm going to share some initial thoughts and reactions to today's budget. The focus was firmly on spending rather than taxation, following announcements at the spring budget and throughout this year, which collectively give rise to the UK's highest tax burden in decades. There were no significant tax rises today, apart from confirmation that the residential property developer tax will be charged at 4% on profits exceeding an annual allowance of 25 million. The tax announcements were characterised by three key themes: innovation, hospitality and UK attractiveness. One focus of the budget was investment in R&D and innovation. As well as spending commitments to increase public R&D investment, the scope of activities that qualify for R&D tax relief is expanding to include data and cloud computing. However, the government will be restricting R&D tax relief in future, encouraging innovation undertaken in the UK rather than globally. This could be a significant change to the UK's R&D tax relief environment, and the impact of this on business should become clearer later in the autumn as we learn more. A number of announcements were focused on the hospitality and creative industries, including a radical simplification of alcohol duty with the theme of higher rates for higher alcohol content, alongside an enhancement to tax relief for theatres and museums. This shows the government's continued focus on supporting those businesses worst hit by the pandemic's impact. It's positive to see generous measures being extended across the arts industry and to smaller businesses such as craft beer producers. A major headline was the freezing of the business rates multiplier in 22-23. Now, this is forecast to save businesses £4.6 billion between 2022 and 27. This is on top of £1.9 billion allocated to providing a 50% relief from business rates for the retail, hospitality and leisure sectors, and that's for 22-23. With more bandwidth to consider the country's Brexit position as we emerge from the pandemic, there was a notable emphasis on the UK's attractiveness. In order to maintain the competitiveness of the UK's financial services regime, there will be a reduction in the bank surcharge from 8% to 3%. There is also reform of the tonnage tax regime and a new scale-up visa to attract the best talent in science and technology into the UK. The government is also launching a consultation to encourage corporate relocation. Now, this all aligns with the government's wider strategy to attract a diverse portfolio of business and talent. There was somewhat a missed opportunity to widely incentivise the private sector investors to achieve net zero. We did see some scattered climate-related measures, including business rates relief for green technology, such as solar panels, and reform of air passenger duty to introduce a new long-haul banding for flights over 5,500 miles. Although this was accompanied by a reduction in duties for flights within the UK. With COP26 around the corner, the government is yet to announce a cohesive strategy on the role of taxation in reaching a more sustainable future, something which will be vital in the years to come. There will be further detail announced later in the autumn, including more information on the R&D tax relief changes, business rates and more simplification measures. The Chancellor said today that over the long term, the only way to pay for higher spending is economic growth, and this certainly was an investment and spending budget.